Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Janee if you are new, and welcome to a new video. I make content centered around my weight loss journey, beauty, and lifestyle, and I hope you subscribe. So on today's video is going to be my first recipe / meal prep with me video. So during this embark on my weight loss and fitness and eating better journey, I am trying to figure out what are some good ways for me to get the proper nutrition in. What are some good ways and faster ways for me to get my meals in and for me to not overeat. So this week I have been trying meal prepping. I already planned out what meals I'm going to eat for lunch and for dinner, and that is what I'm going to be doing and showing you guys on this video. We are in January of 2022, and this whole month is kind of like a foundation month for me. I'm going to be testing a lot of different things to see what is going to flow with my schedule and my lifestyle, and something that I can stick to that's going to keep me consistent for the rest of this year so I can be successful on this weight loss journey. And that starts with doing something like meal prepping. Now, normally I don't like to meal prep, but I just wanted to try it out again and see how I felt about it. So let's jump right into the kitchen, and if you're interested to see what I'm cooking and what I'm gonna be eating for the next couple of days, and then just keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so we are now in the kitchen, and I'm gonna show you all of the ingredients that I'm going to be meal prepping for the next 4 days. Starting off with some fresh ground turkey. I need some black beans. I like to get mine's reduced sodium or no sodium. Some jalapenos, some mushrooms, whole onion, whole container of spinach. These protein noodles, so I'm actually gonna make it with these noodles instead. So normally I would make it with the elbows, the cottage cheese, and ground beef, but I'm taking all of those 3 out and switching it up with ground turkey and protein noodles. So I am going to be making 4 servings of this. I'm going to be meal prepping 4 dinners for the week. So I have my little scale here that I got from Amazon, and it measures in pretty much all of the measurements. I really like using grams and milliliters. And then I have my pot here. This is pretty much a 1 pot dish, even though it's 2 pots because I cook the noodles separately, but everything else is going to be thrown into this pot. And I dump the whole thing in there, and then I see how many grams it is in total, which is 1,032, and then I just divide it by 4. That way I have an equal amount of servings for the next 4 days, so I know how many calories that I am intaking. Next up, I'm gonna throw all of the mushrooms in there. Next up, I'm gonna chop up the jalapenos. Next up is the onion. Okay, so now that everything is chopped up, I'm gonna throw some seasonings in there, and I'm gonna let this start cooking while I set up the noodles. So the seasonings I'm gonna be using is just some garlic powder, some onion powder, and some black pepper. I really don't put a ton of seasonings in this because I'm using so many vegetables. It really is flavorful enough for me, and I definitely don't add too much salt into any food that I make for me. So once it's about halfway done cooking, then I'll throw in the spinach, and then I'll throw in the beans. I just rinsed off my black beans. Every time I take beans out of a can, I always rinse it off just to whatever sauce it was sitting in. I just want to get rid of it. So now I'm about to measure this as well. Okay, so I just measured out the noodles so I can go ahead and cook them. And that's it, you guys. That is the total breakdown, and I'm going to show you on my app as well. So I use the Lose It app to track all of my meals. And total is 773 calories, and then it is 64 grams of protein, 61 grams of carb, and 34 grams of fat. And if you would like to know, it's actually 48 grams of net carbs, 788.4 grams of sodium, 196 grams of cholesterol, 12 grams of fiber, and 9 grams of sugar. So I'm gonna let all of this go ahead and cook up, and then I'll show y'all what is left over, what is done. So this meal probably would have been a little bit less in calories and in fat if I would have chose a lower amount of fat in my ground turkey. I think I got 85% instead of normally getting my 99% lean for my ground turkey. So keep that in mind. If you want it to be just a little less calories, a little less fat, get a leaner cut of ground turkey, like the 99%. That's most likely what I'm gonna do the next time I make this. So that is almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the beans. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the spinach. So while I'm cooking my dinner, I'm actually also going to meal prep some meat for lunch. This is just whole chicken breast. I've already measured it out. I'm just cutting it up into little pieces, and I'm gonna rinse it off, clean it off, and season it. But I'm only gonna meal prep my chicken for lunch because I have been on a salad kick. So there's no need to meal prep the entire salad. I can just make that day by day. But I'm going to meal prep the chicken. That way I don't have to do that every single day. Okay, guys, so this is all done. This is all done. I'm just waiting for the noodles so that I can go ahead and drain it. I'm about to drain the rest of the fat out of this, but this is done. So sometimes if you do want a cheesy taste to it, sometimes I use nutritional yeast because it does tend to have a cheesy taste to it. I'm not gonna put it all in the whole thing, but in the next 4 days, day to day, if I do just wanna spice it up, just give it a different taste, and I might sprinkle some nutritional yeast into it. But okay, so I am just using the same pot that I used from earlier, cleaned it off. But less dishes, so I seasoned it with some black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. I wanted to keep it basic since it is chicken for my salad. And I am finally done with the dinner. I threw the noodles and the meat into the pot, and I'm gonna give it I threw the noodles and the meat in the pot, and I'm gonna give it a nice big spin. And then I am going to separate all 4 of them. Okay, you guys, so I just took a spoon, split it up into 4, and this is how I pretty much make sure that it's all even. Yes, some might have more noodles, some might have more meat, but for the most part, it's gonna be all even. So I take my scale, zero it out, and I just weigh it. Need to take from these 2, throw it in there, and then I just keep doing this until it's pretty much all even. Okay, so now they're all evenly weighed. I'm just gonna cover them up, let them sit out a bit, and then throw them in a refrigerator. Okay, so for my chicken that I have meal prepped, the total calories for it, so it was 347 grams of the chicken breast, and the total calories for it is 434. There's 77 grams of protein, no carbs, 12 grams of fat, no net carbs, 170 grams of sodium, 248 grams of cholesterol, which I always go over on my cholesterol. No fiber and no sugar. Okay, you guys, so I am done cooking the chicken. I already weighed it out, made sure it is all equal, and it is. So now I'm done with my dinner and my lunch meat for the next 4 days. Okay, you guys, so that was it. That was my lunch and my dinner for the next 4 days. Just wanted to show you one of my favorite recipes that I love to make. And so I decided to just eat it for the next couple of days. Drop a comment below and let me know, what is your favorite meal to prep? Or are you even into meal prepping? Is there a better way to meal prep? I think I'm gonna try this again, so give me your tips on meal prepping. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. If you would like to connect with me more, follow me on my social medias, on my Instagram and my TikTok. I'll put the handles right here for you guys so you can go ahead and follow me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.